Lieutenant, this is General Garza. I see that you've touched down on Nar Shaddaa. Before we begin your briefing, I want to make something clear. The situation on Nar Shaddaa is very delicate. This moon belongs to the Hutt cartel, who take their neutrality very seriously. The Republic cannot afford any incidents.
I won't cause any trouble.
Cause any trouble the mission requires. Just don't get caught. Now, your mission. An experimental Republic war droid has gone rogue, committing a series of seemingly random attacks across Nar Shaddaa. The droid's designation is M14X, and it is my belief that this droid is acting under orders from Harren Tavis.
Do we know anything about the war droid's capabilities?
The droid is a highly advanced prototype, one that was being developed to serve in Havoc Squad. The project was supposed to have been cancelled, but it would seem Tavis simply shifted the development elsewhere, most likely his allies in the Sith Empire.
What are my orders, General?
This war droid's rampage must be stopped before it's linked with the Republic. An agent of the Strategic Information Service will be assisting you. Officially, you're providing military support to an SIS operation. Do not divulge Tavis's defection, or the droid's connection to it.
You can count on me, sir.
Be careful, Lieutenant. If this war droid is even half as dangerous as its original designers had estimated, you'll have your work cut out for you. Garza out.
Ah, there you are. Go ahead, take a seat, and keep your voice down.
Jonas Balker, correct?
Let's just stick with Jonas. Hope you like the cantina. It's not one of my favorites, but it is conveniently located. There's a vault not far from here. It's a merc operation. Holds valuables for anybody with the credits to pay. Our mutual friend is about to pay them a visit.
Do we have a welcome party arranged?
Not exactly. No. A group of paramilitary types always shows up on the scene before the droid's attacks. We've already spotted them casing the vault. You could head in now, but I don't want to scare them off. We wouldn't want the guest of honor to skip the party, would we?
It would be bad if our party was ruined. Definitely bad.
I have people with eyes on the vault. Once they spot our target, we'll get the party started. So, Havoc Squad, huh? Pretty nice of Garza to loan us her very best. Excuse me.
Jonas, I just wanted to let you know I made it to SWTOR safe and sound.
That's great. I'll talk to you later then. That's our cue. The target is in the vault. Are you ready to move out?
Let's get this party started.
Take care of the droid, and we'll have you on your way within the hour. Nice and tidy. Good luck. We'll have our eyes on you.
Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka. Jaskruni do pat kurira do kanki ku. Tahumpa, murirava fupa jipampa wula.
They killed someone you cared about, didn't they?
Ni at ambumpa oshura mokili moklanki. O grani tampio da pushi wompa, putula musta. Mistuka mogoto parchi chisa domba.
It's good to see you're not gonna back down.
Chikospa ini kudar iji liska chanagawa. Togawata kiko uba kiriwata buki donko. Jonki faguta chiho poda ji oto vokise.
I'm not afraid of this gang. Give the immobilizers to me.
Uchusa yomata chitoya asubi mota uiba. Umba hupa chikilia umpasa dobiska.
That swoop gang won't be causing any more trouble.
Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. O kakiza spida perupa. Gadwa shiniko higa danulia. Bagthra wanawaga mi punawa dwedwipe.
More markets. Everyone on this planet is looking to make some credits.
We're wasting time. There's an entire galaxy full of depraved lunatics plotting against our great republic, and we're busy rummaging for valuables.
Be patient, 4X. Black Ops are cheap. Commander Tavis needs us to be resourceful.
But I've been operational for days now. Imperial vermin across the galaxy should be cursing the Republic ingenuity that created me.
Nobody move a muscle. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Contact. Armed subject.
Engage and terminate.
Negative. Subjects confirmed as Republic Army personnel. Fellow heroes in our war on evil and oppression.
Great. Look, this is a top-secret mission. Commander Tavis sent us himself. Does Havoc Squad Commander Tavis mean anything to you?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad. Tavis is a traitor to the Republic.
Tavis isn't the traitor. He was betrayed. And there are some of us who aren't standing for it. Forex, secure the package and follow me. The rest of you, gun this scum down and rendezvous with us at Objective 7.
Negative. What you suggest is an act of betrayal. The murder of fellow...
M14X, override code 558. Secure the objective and follow me now!
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm your commanding officer. Ignore this man's orders.
Negative. Override code condition 558. Obey only orders given by Commander Heron Tavis, or personnel designated by same.
Let's go! Move! Move! Open fire!
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Trust me, I've seen worse.
Our tap on the vault cams wasn't perfect, but the droid's crew looked like they were packing Republic heat, all standard issue. We didn't have audio, though. Any luck finding out who we're dealing with?
Enemies of the Republic. That's all we need to know.
I can see why you chose this line of work. Our people tracked the droid and his buddy. They just headed into an abandoned arms factory in the red light sector. I have a team setting up shop in a warehouse not far from the arms factory. Meet up with us there.
I'll move out ASAP.
Keep your eyes open. The red light sector isn't exactly the safest place in the galaxy. See you soon. Hey there. Welcome to Balker Interior Refurbishment Incorporated. Be sure you review the new employee manual.
As long as we're holding a position, it's best to stay inconspicuous.
Exactly. You've got a knack for this business. I've got bad news. The droid and his friend gave us the slip just after you and I spoke on the holo. They jumped into an access tunnel and blew it behind themselves. Tracking them down again is going to take time.
Time isn't something we have a lot of, Jonas.
Which is why we need to work with what we've got. Whoever these guys are, they aren't working alone. Somebody on Nar Shaddaa is helping them, and it's time we found out who. I'll bet these guys would call for help if you shot up their arms factory. Then we trace that call straight to whoever's really in charge.
That's a good plan. Let's make it happen.
First things first, you'll need to plant these signal trackers around the arms factory so that we can trace the distress call. Then, you kick down the door and do what you do best while we see who gets a call. Sound like a plan?
Time to wreak a little havoc.
We'll be waiting for you here when the party's over. Have fun.
The name's Ilox. I'm a freelance private investigator. We need to talk. Don't know why one of the Republic's finest is here, but it's good timing. Someone from the Republic needs to know what I've stumbled onto, in case I get disappeared.
I don't understand. Are you in some kind of danger?
Almost always, but this is different. There's bad business going down at Club Euphora. So some Republic fleet officers go in, but they never came out. I decided to snoop around. Made it to one of the back rooms. It was full of slave cages.
Why would a club need slave cages?
You'd be surprised what goes on here. But there's more to this. Club Euphora has major security, way above normal. The guards are boosted with combat adrenals and cybernetic implants. Whatever's happening, it's worth killing to keep secret. Somebody needs to rescue those officers.
Nobody puts my people in a cage and gets away with it.
Good luck, soldier.
Thank you. I'm Lieutenant Rail of the cruiser Corsani Flame. Getting rescued by Havoc Squad is kind of an honor. Blast, I could barely see straight. They pumped me full of something. Makes my face numb.
Tell me what happened to the other officers.
I'm the only one left. Don't know what happened to the rest. These cute little dancers brought me and my shipmates here to blow off steam. Next thing we knew, the dancers were gone. Guards beat us half to death, threw us in these cages like animals.
Don't worry. You're safe.
I'm rescued. But what about the others? They smuggled us out one by one in waste containers. Nobody came back except for a gunnery ensign. He was different. Didn't even recognize me. Wherever they took him, something terrible happened.
Time to go, Lieutenant. You ready to run for it?
I can make it out on my own. You need to find the others. I heard the guards mention the quarantine zone. I think that's where they took the others. Please, you have to save them.
Havoc Squad doesn't quit until the job's done.
They're not kidding when they call you guys heroes. Thanks for busting me out. I owe you one.
Good evening. Dr. Jarnik is at your service. I assume you've come to liberate your brothers in arms. That seems only fair. This seems an opportune moment to reveal that I am not Imperial. I merely worked for them.
In my book, working for Imperials is the same as being one.
I sympathize with your perspective, and I dearly wish to change it. Give me a moment, and I'll revive the good Captain Trazine, and I'm sure he's eager to speak with you.
What? What's going on?
You've been rescued. Isn't that wonderful?
I don't know how you pulled this off by yourself, but thanks. They killed everyone but me.
I freed Lieutenant Rail from Club Ufora. He sent me.
Well, I'm glad he made it. What happened here was beyond horrifying. This lunatic doctor's been tearing our bodies apart, grafting pieces onto Imperial spies so they look like us.
A combination of surgery and genetic splicing. Amazing procedure. I'm the first to successfully perform it.
You're completely messed up.
It's not nearly as awful as you might think. The subjects feel no pain. The Empire was secretly replacing Republic fleet officers with its own agents. Men enjoying their shore leave made perfect targets. The Imperials wanted saboteurs throughout the Republic's warships. They planned to destroy the vessels from within.
From what Lieutenant Rail said, you've already replaced some of our people.
Yes, but they'll remain sleepers until they receive a signal to act. There's still plenty of time to apprehend them.
You deserve to die, monster.
But let's not be hasty. I'll gladly offer my expertise to the Republic. Think of all you could do.
To infiltrate the Empire? Well, I guess I'd go along with using this filth.
The only thing we should do with this horrible man is lock him away.
You're right, of course. I'm not thinking too clearly right now.
Oh dear. You people are passing up a golden opportunity.
I'll escort this sicko to my superiors for punishment. Thanks for all your help.
If you need someone to say fire at his execution, call me.
Will do, sir.
Heard there was quite a rumble in the quarantine zone. Guessing that was you.
The Imperials were behind the abductions at Club Ufora. I took out their base.
Knew this whole deal was over my head, but I didn't know it was that high. I'll be sure to steer Republic people away from Club Ufora from now on. Take care. And if you get a chance, an old friend in the industrial zone could use someone like you. His name's Gannick.
Now, was that fun, or was that fun?
You definitely picked the right squad for the job. This was right up the Lieutenant's alley.
I wasn't the only one impressed with your moves either. The alarm pulled in a very interesting audience.
Did you find out anything more about the droid's accomplices?
The alarm signal from the arms factory led to a surprising place, a penthouse at the Club Vertica casino. Our slicers took a pass at the computers in the penthouse, all Imperial tech. Our rogue droid's Republic, but the imps are giving the orders.
Are you positive of this?
Yes, and it would seem that Imperial expense accounts are much more generous than ours. Club Vertica is an extremely public place. We have to get you through the casino and up to the penthouse without any bloodshed. That's where my friend Niall Piv comes in. Niall's our top slicer here. He'll make sure nobody hassles you on the way to the penthouse.
Pleasure to meet you, Niall.
Yeah, thanks. It's nice to meet you too.
Club Vertica has a safe list, a list of people allowed to go in and out of the penthouse at any time. It's Niall's job to get you added to that safe list, but he needs your help.
Yes. Club Vertica's systems are highly secured. The only way to add you to the safe list is from inside the system.
There's a substation down in the lower industrial sector. It belongs to the casino, so its computers are tied into the casino systems. We need you to get Nile inside.
I'll make it happen.
Security for the substation is heavy. The casino's contracted some of the priciest mercenaries around. Good luck to you.
G Dogaliska Chanaga Pompa Combat Mi Bonawa Tuipe Te Bokbagwa Wanawanga Nabiska Kurbalia Biti Bodenya.
Since when have Hutts cared about the well-being of people on their worlds?
Bumicha Kulka Dumaji Taus Azalas Uval Putula Musta Obrani Tampio Dupushi Wampa Ki Obakiri Wata Bangi Danko Batoga Wata.
The Republic has a responsibility to defend the downtrodden.
Nakmanoya Biche Wanji Chi Holokota Jompod Ikafsu Onere. Mi Bonawa Tuipe Te Bokbagwa Wanawanga Bakawahi Chubadanaga.
We can cooperate. Once. Don't expect it to happen again.
Rundi Kapa Kyotopa Bubanda Baka Mursanita Ju Bolawa Wuni Kumba Omdi Tokmaki Jisa.
I have Better Life's complete records here.
Nabiska Kurbalia Biti Bodenya Toika Boada Pachi Isa Jonki Ki Asa Toponyo Lilitse Woto Sego Todomote.
I want your dirty money.
Chiliska Chanaga Wanin Chikospa Inikudade Koptulia Doboto Tuanawanki Slemo Poya Tukatana La Pawa Golka Toroni Kuna Wawunda Donko.
That lab is a legitimate military target. You've got nothing to do with it.
Ju Bolawa Wuni Kumba Omdi Tokmaki Jisa Je Kinyo Hasa Obobiska Wumpa Huba Putula Musta Wobrani Tampio Dupushi Wumpa.
The Imperials won't be manufacturing any more bioweapons in that lab.
Nabiska Kurbalia Biti Bodenya Kulira Do Kanki Kunka Skron Chidoba Bumicha Kulka Dumaji Taus Azalas Uval.
Just keep me covered and I'll take care of everything for you. Okay, let's see here. Good. Okay, perfect. The primary access protocol is bypassed. Now we just need to start with some priority data changes to cover our real moves.
Does that mean things are going well?
Sorry? Oh, yes, they're using the old 15Rs, so this shouldn't take long. I'm just making a few system changes before I add you to the safe list, which should keep their technicians distracted from what we're really doing. Daily income reports, year-by-year earning estimates, VIP profiles.
Hostiles coming in, Lieutenant.
Bosca, Hagua Bosca Puño.
Going down.
Okay, there. That should do it. That should do nicely.
You got me on that safe list pretty fast, Nile.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm not finished. That was just the fund transfer. I just moved some credits around so it would look like someone skimmed the casino's accounts, so no one would check the safe list.
We got a lot more trouble coming in, boss.
I'm adding you to the safe list now. Just a little longer.
Perfect. Just perfect.
Agua Bosca Puño! Bosca!
Firing!
Hey there, soldier. Niall just made it back and told me how much heat you took on covering for him. You two did great. You're on the safe list, our tracks are covered, and I'm even tapped into all of the casino security cams. Now I can keep an eye on you in there. You look good, by the way.
We've got a job to do, Jonas. Stick to the op.
Fine, fine. You're no fun. You're walking into a hell of a situation here, Lieutenant. Questioning the imps about the droid is one thing, but if this comes down to shooting, the Republic can't afford that risk.
If anyone starts trouble, it won't be me.
That's all we can ask of you. One more thing. I ran the images we got from the vault, checking faces against our databases. The weird thing is, I didn't find them in our Imperial or criminal databases. I found them in Republic Special Forces personnel records. Weird, huh?
I didn't know anything about that.
So, you had no idea that a bunch of Spec Force traitors had gone rogue? Interesting. Alright, I won't hold you any longer. Get up to that penthouse and get us some answers. And don't get yourself killed doing it. Jonas out.
Sir! Intruders! Possible. Throw down your weapons, Republic scum. You have no idea what you've done breaking in here.
Sorry, the guy at the front desk must have made a mistake.
You're caught. Don't even try to talk your way out of it. Final warning. Drop your weapons and surrender, now.
Republic war droid M14X. I want to know how to find him.
Subdue the intruders, men. Use whatever force is...
Zardries, this is Andrik. We got the last package and we're heading for Oh, this is too much.
Shut up, Andrik. Can't you see we have a situation here?
Is this any way to let your bosses treat you, Andrik?
Tavis is my boss. These imps are just middle management. Soon to be dead middle management, I'm guessing. Have fun dying, Zardries. At least I'll have time to double our patrols while you and your men are being slaughtered.
What? Don't be ridiculous! We'll have this situation dealt with in mere moments!
Nah. In mere moments, you'll be dead, and the situation will be headed my way. Nice knowing you.
That treacherous, disrespectful...
Doesn't sound like Andrik cares about the Empire at all. Why protect him?
Andrik may be scum, but his droid's activities are useful to the Empire. I cannot allow you to impede their work.
Andrik isn't loyal to you or the Empire. He'll turn on you, just like he turned on the Republic.
You're right. Andrik is scum, unworthy of the Imperial resources that protect him. You will find Captain Andrik and M14X in a facility deep within the Shadowtown district, unlocking the droid's full potential. That machine's power core is capable of far more than your scientists thought possible. Soon, M14X will have shields and weapons more powerful than any other droid ever created.
Sounds like I better double time it.
You'll be too late to stop the droid, but you might at least manage to kill Andrik, which suits me. Now go. You have what you wanted. Leave before I change my mind. Oh, and tell Captain Andrik that it was nice knowing him too. Farewell.
Lieutenant, it's Jonas. I saw you talking to the imps. Nobody shot anybody, so I'm going to take that as a good sign. Did you find out where our missing droid is gone?
The droid is in a facility in Shadowtown. Repeat, Shadowtown.
Fantastic work. I knew we could count on you. Shadowtown is where the imps put people who are too useful to kill, but too dangerous to leave roaming around the galaxy. It's dangerous and heavily secured. Fighting your way in won't be the easiest thing you've ever done.
I'll be sure to stay on my guard.
It's up to you to finish this. Get in, trash the droid, and get yourself out so we can call it a day.
So here you are, a little later than I was expecting, to be honest. Did it really take you that long to wipe out Zardries and his men? Maybe you're not as good as I thought you were.
The imps told me exactly where to find you, Andrik. Maybe you should have been more polite.
Cowards. I should have expected as much. You make me sick. You killed good men, fellow soldiers, all because some scumbag on Coruscant said they were traitors? Your loyalties are all wrong. When you're bleeding out in a trench on some muckball planet, it ain't high command that pulls you out. It's the guy next to you.
You've betrayed the Republic. It doesn't matter why.
Blind. Blind and stupid. I'll bet you can't even imagine doing something you weren't ordered to do.
Treacherous vermin. I have completed the charging process. All systems operable.
Sounds like your time's up, Lieutenant. Have any last...
Lieutenant, you made it! I knew this imp-loving scum could never escape the sure justice of the Republic for long.
At least now you know whose side you've been working for.
Yes. Without your timely intervention, I might never have realized the truth. Unfortunately, I am still bound by my programming to obey Captain Endrick. The coward has naturally ordered me to kill you. To be used this way against the finest agents of my beloved Republic shames me. Oh, I wish I had never been activated.
You never chose to be a traitor.
Whether by choice or not, I am acting as a traitor, worthy only of scorn and summary obliteration.
Enough chatter. It's time to finish this.
Lieutenant, be advised that your weapon will require several decades of sustained fire in order to penetrate my shields at their current charge. Seeing as Republic Spec Force training is the best in the galaxy, I'm confident you'll find an alternative solution for my destruction. Good luck.
I appreciate the tip, 4X.
It is my pleasure to at least serve the Republic in this small way.
Enough! Open fire!
Down.
Lieutenant, I'm with the SIS. What is your status? Do you require medical attention?
Everything is fully operational.
Excellent. We'll get straight to work then. We're here to clean up the mess, make sure there's nothing useful to be recovered. Nice work, by the way. Jonas is waiting for you inside the Republic Embassy, up on the promenade. He asked that you meet him there for a debriefing.
I'll head for the embassy right away.
Glad I got a chance to meet you, Lieutenant. And again, nice work. Sweepers, fan out! Standard grid formation.
Which is why you shouldn't have tried to hide this from us. How can the SIS do its job if you lie to us?
You are in no position to demand anything from me, Agent Balker. I will conduct Special Forces affairs as I see fit.
Treason? Mass defection? You're covering up a threat to the entire Republic.
I'm back. The operation was a success.
Yes, the operation. That's just what we were discussing. You lied to me. You knew all about the traitors, about a direct threat to the Republic, and you helped cover it up. I had to figure it all out for myself. Dig it up like some enemy secret.
I would think that someone in your line of work would understand the necessity of secrecy, Agent Balker.
I should have told you the truth. It might have helped.
Yeah, well, it's too late for that now, isn't it?
This discussion is over. Lieutenant, contact me on your ship's holo when everything with M14X has been settled. Garza out.
Look, you were just following orders. I know how it is. Let's not talk about it. The job got done, and it was no small feat. You've definitely earned your reward.
I just did my duty, Jonas. Nothing more.
I'm afraid modesty isn't going to get you out of this one. Republic war droid M14X is to be repaired and direct control transferred to Havoc Squad's current commanding officer immediately. Want to go meet the newest member of your squad, Lieutenant?
M14X was destroyed. How is this possible?
Apparently, you weren't nearly as thorough as you could have been. You really ought to be ashamed of yourself. Come on, follow me.
All right, that should wrap things up. Activating now.
Diagnostics complete. All systems operational. Unit M14X reporting for duty.
Welcome to Havoc Squad, M14X.
Lieutenant, I'm very pleased to see you again. Your work in disabling me was incredible. Republic soldiers obviously are the best in the galaxy. It will be an honor to fight alongside such an exceptional servant of the Republic. Together we shall crush the mindless hedonist of the Sith Empire.
I'm glad to have you back on our side, 4X.
It is a pleasure to return to the service of freedom and democracy, sir.
It's been a pleasure working with you, Lieutenant. Hopefully the next time we meet will be under more honest circumstances.
See you around, Jonas.
See you around, Lieutenant.
Ah, Lieutenant. There you are. I'm pleased that you avoided revealing the defections to Agent Valker. Hiding information from the SIS is hardly a simple task.
We shouldn't be hiding the facts from our allies.
I understand, Lieutenant, but I gave the order for a good reason. You'll have to trust me. I'm also very pleased with the outcome of the mission itself. M14X is back where he belongs. Well done.
I'm glad you approve, General.
Of course, you did almost plunge the entire galaxy into a war just to accomplish this mission. Please try to avoid that sort of thing in the future.
I'll try to be more careful from now on.
Now, I've just received some intelligence that I want Havoc to act on immediately. It's Tavis. He and a team of commandos just raided a Republic research center on Kalaran and stole a prototype cloaking device. But the prototype contains a tracking beacon. We now know the exact location of Tavis's ship. This is it, Lieutenant.
Why would Tavis go after this cloaking device?
The device renders an entire capital ship invisible, visually and to sensors. The advantage it would offer the Empire is obvious. Tavis's ship is currently sitting alone in an empty sector of space, most likely waiting to rendezvous with a larger vessel. You have to get there before that happens, Lieutenant.
I'll head there immediately.
This is Harren Tavis himself, Lieutenant. Succeed here, and everything else becomes an afterthought.
I won't fail.
That's why I'm sending you. Be sure to secure the prototype cloaking device after you've dealt with Tavis. If it fell into the Empire's hands, it could be disastrous. I'm transmitting the coordinates to you now. Effect entry to Tavis's ship, then do whatever is necessary to neutralize him and retrieve the prototype. Good hunting. Garza out.
It's good to see you again, Lieutenant. It is Lieutenant now, right? You're doing so well for yourself, I'm very proud. I have to thank you for working this little meeting into your very busy schedule. It took me some trouble to arrange.
In the name of the Republic, I order you to surrender.
You know, you're so threatening over Holo that I might even consider it. Let me get back to you later. You have caused me a great deal of difficulty, Lieutenant. Some have even called you my nemesis. Was that your goal?
My goal is to bring traitors to justice.
So is mine, Lieutenant. Needles. Even Captain Andric. What is wrong with you? They were heroes, Lieutenant.
Your squad mates betrayed the Republic, just like you.
You're a fool. In my entire career, only one other enemy has been as difficult as you. The Imperial Shadow Fist. One of the most elite commando units in all of the Sith Empire. 5 of the Emperor's deadliest agents.
Please end this before anyone else has to die.
I have only just begun, Lieutenant. Havoc Squad and the Shadow Fist fought many times. We battled to a standstill over and over again. We were the worst of enemies. But times have changed, Lieutenant. Meet my 5 newest friends.
Havoc Squad, defensive positions.
Let's do this.
You're overdue for a painful death, Lieutenant. Goodbye.
Gotcha.
Lieutenant, report. Were you able to neutralize Tavis?
I'm afraid Tavis wasn't at the coordinates.
I see. I take it he left you something for your trouble, though. You retrieved a military asset of incredible importance in the face of extreme danger. You did well. Our only choice now is to proceed as originally planned. Our technicians have determined your final 2 target locations, Tatooine and Alderaan. I'll give you a full briefing when you arrive at each mission zone. Move out immediately. Garza out.
Sir, it is a tremendous pleasure to be here aboard your ship. And what a ship it is. A BT-7, if I'm not mistaken. One of the Pollard designs. A very fine vessel, appropriate for the Republic's best. We will ride this Durasteel Eagle into the heart of the Empire, and bring our fight for freedom to the door of the Emperor himself.
You'll make a great addition to Havoc.
I'm proud to know that you feel that way. I have loaded all pertinent data. Let us proceed with our noble duty.
Sir, I feel I owe you an apology. After we spoke with Captain Kaylor, I was unnecessarily curt with you. You've been very supportive. That hasn't always been the case with Republic personnel I've dealt with since defecting.
I wouldn't be much of a CO if I didn't watch out for my people.
It's greatly appreciated, sir. People distrust me as soon as I speak. They only hear my accent. Even when I'm not a potential spy, I'm a resource. Endless questions about Imperial culture, personnel, military procedures. It's exhausting.
You're a good soldier, Dorn. Don't worry about what other people expect.
Thank you, sir. I really don't complain by nature. Mistrust and inconvenience are a small price to pay for a clear conscience. I don't regret defecting to the Republic at all. Despite my past, I was allowed to join the military, earn commendations and serve in the Republic's most elite squad. I'm very fortunate.
The Republic is lucky to have you.
Thank you. I'm very proud to be here.
Sir, allow me to reiterate my pleasure at serving in your command. Since my verbobrain was first activated, I have longed to engage the enemies of freedom directly. Under your noble leadership, I can finally fulfill the mission the Republic's peerless scientists designed me for.
That's good you're so enthusiastic about our mission.
I can't take all of the credit for my enthusiasm, of course. I owe everything to my primary designer, Dr. Boab Deedon. Thanks to Dr. Deedon, I can understand the importance of our fight, and the extent of the threats we face, and I can fight harder for it.
There's nothing better than fighting for a cause you believe in.
I couldn't agree more, sir.
Sir, I wondered if I might ask a personal question about the former Havoc Squad members' defection. What was it like to have your commander and comrades join the enemy? How did you feel?
It was hard to see such great soldiers throwing away everything they'd fought for.
I can only imagine what it must have been like. I've always wondered how my family took the news of my defection. It must have been difficult for them to understand.
What was your family like?
Austere. Proud. Warm as well, at least in private. Members of the Dorn family have served with distinction in the Imperial military for generations. It's an important family tradition. It isn't easy to reach prominence in the Empire with no aptitude for the Force, but my family did it. I hope they're all still well.
It can't be easy to fight against your family's side.
It is a consequence I accepted when I chose to defect. I don't give it a second thought.
It is an amazing thing to know that you are exceptional, sir. I'm sure you know the feeling, given your incredible service record. My programming, my weaponry, my armor, all state-of-the-art, and my power core, a true marvel. Other droids may look like me or have some of my capabilities, but none of them have my power core. I'm very proud to be so unique.
The differences among us are what gave the Republic its strength.
Exactly, sir. Billions of unique individuals coming together to contribute to the greater good. Oh, it's truly inspiring. I see Havoc Squad in much the same way. We are set apart from other infantry teams by one thing. You. Thanks to your wise and courageous leadership, Havoc Squad is the finest military unit in the Republic. You are what makes Havoc special.
That's very kind of you to say that, 4X.
By analyzing our unit's strengths, we can better utilize them against our depraved enemies. Let's return to the fight, sir, It's already been too long since I saw Imperial soldiers stomped into the muck where they belong.
If I may say so, sir, you've had quite an impressive career. You're the commander of the most elite squad in the entire Republic. You must be quite proud.
Serving in Havoc Squad has been the greatest honor of my career.
I remember when I first enlisted and qualified for medical specialization. My brother Alexei completed his technical specialization on the same day. We were both proud to finally serve in the Imperial military. My brother advanced quickly, but I became disillusioned as time went on.
Why did you become disillusioned?
The Imperial military was supposed to stand for honor and discipline, but my superiors discarded those concepts any time a Sith asked it. I'd always been taught that the Jedi and the Republic were genocidal hypocrites, but the only brutalities I witnessed were committed by my own comrades.
I'm sure it wasn't easy to learn the truth like that.
I have always preferred difficult truths to easy lies. I raised my concerns with my superiors, but they only questioned my resolve. Soon, I would have been forced to prove my loyalty by carrying out orders directly against my conscience. I chose to defect instead.
I'd say you made the right move, Dorn.
Once I'd made the decision, I slipped away during my squad's next night patrol. I was gone before anyone realized it. I surrendered to the first Republic patrol I came across and declared my intention to defect. That was over 3 years ago. It's strange to realize how long it's been. The Republic truly feels like my home now.
Bad news, sir. I just received a dispatch from command. It's my old sniper squad, the Deadeyes. They've been captured. Happened during a routine officer hunt. Somehow the imps got the drop on them and rounded up the entire unit. Careless.
How long have the Deadeyes been in Imperial custody?
Weeks. More than enough time to be marched in front of a firing squad. Look, something about this doesn't sit right with me. The Deadeyes' area of operation was on Nar Shaddaa. That's Hutt territory. Neutral ground. They shouldn't have had any business operating there.
I'm sure they had good reason.
The Republic would never risk a falling out with the Hutts just to bag a few Imperials. I need to know what happened to the Deadeyes, and if they're still alive. Missions on Nar Shaddaa are usually greenlit by the SIS. With your permission, I'd like to meet with them, see what they know.
Get a hold of Jonas Balker. He may be able to help us.
Your call. We'll rendezvous at the dive he hangs out in. With any luck, he'll have something for us.
You're early. Haven't even had time to order us up a round. Not that I need a drink to enjoy your company.
The Deadeyes. Balker, what do you know?
Just because Jonas knows how to talk to a woman, it's no reason to get upset.
Sorry, sir. Just hoping to find the Deadeyes before the Imperials execute them.
Fine. I dug up what info I could, but frankly, there isn't much to report. Far as I can tell, the Deadeyes tried to off some Imperial big shot. Things went south, and they got themselves captured.
What's the Republic doing to get the Deadeyes back?
Unfortunately, nothing. We're on the verge of an incident. The Imperials are out for blood, so the Republic is distancing itself from the operation. I shouldn't even be talking to you about all this. Those boys are on their own.
These are Republic soldiers, sir. Good men. All of them.
If the Republic won't do anything, then Havoc Squad will.
Look, I know this stinks, but my hands are tied on this one. I've got major players breathing down my neck. Otherwise, I'd tell you to investigate that prison the Imperials set up in Shadowtown.
Now we're getting somewhere.
You didn't hear this from me. Now, rumor has it, and I'm just talking here, that the Imperials built themselves a makeshift prison not too far from here. That's where they dump any local riffraff that get out of line. Could be they took the Deadeyes there.
Thanks for the tip, Balker.
I'm just making conversation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an alibi to work on. Remember, this meeting never happened.
I'm not seeing them anywhere. Let's check out the central computer. No sign of them here. Balker must have sent us on a wild... Wait. I may have something. It's an outgoing holo message. Recent.
This is Captain Titch, confirming the details for outgoing prisoner transfer 993B. We've got 3 Gomorian trespassers, a couple of spice peddlers, and our catch of the day, the legendary Deadeyes.
At least we know they're alive.
Or they were at the time of this transmission.
As per protocol, we've split the Deadeyes up and transferred them to off-world labor camps. I've encrypted the coordinates for their designated camps into this transmission. Those scum can spend the remaining years working off their debt.
Message ends there. Guess the imps don't make things quick for their POWs. Lucky us.
Make a copy of those coordinates.
On it. The encryption here is good. Too good. I can't crack it. Looks like we may need Balker's services again.
Off the hollow with a very angry Imperial diplomat. Apparently, some Republic troopers broke into the Imperial Detention Center.
Hey, I just went to Hari's for a drink. They got a new waitress there. Real looker.
Don't get cute with me, Balker. You know something.
Is this a bad time?
On the contrary. Now I know exactly where to stick my foot. Senior Agent Zane, SIS. That little stunt you pulled ruined any chance we had of negotiating the Deadeye's safe return.
Check your facts, Zane. The Imperials already shipped them off-world.
It's Senior Agent Zane, thank you. And storming an Imperial facility, guns blazing, it makes things worse. Your involvement ends now. Clear?
Our involvement ends when the Deadeyes are free.
Then you can tell your CO to expect a little love note from me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an Imperial ambassador to mollify. I trust you'll see yourselves off my planet.
What were you thinking coming back here? I told you I couldn't be connected to any of this.
We found some encrypted coordinates in the prison central computer. We think they'll tell us where the Deadeyes are.
Any chance you can decrypt those coordinates for us?
Not with Zane watching me. Look, a friend in Signal Intelligence owes me a favor. I'll put you in contact with him. He may be able to make something of those coordinates. It's the best I can do.
Thanks for your help on this one.
Sure thing.
I'll connect with Balker's contact once we get back to the ship. I'll report if I hear anything.
Sir, if you have a moment, I've developed an initiative to improve morale amongst our fellow soldiers. As we both know, Havoc Squad is the finest military team ever assembled. Our triumphs prove to the public that victory is near. Unfortunately, as a team, even we can only accomplish so many victories in a given amount of time. Therefore, I would like to undertake additional assignments on my own time.
What kind of additional assignments?
I'd like to coordinate with Command and the SIS to find extra targets, Imperial personnel no one else could challenge, and neutralize them.
Some tough wins would really get our troops fired up.
My calculations suggest the Republic's forces' morale would increase more than 18% for each impossible target I neutralize. Such incredible victories would demoralize the putrid citizens of the Empire as much as they would encourage our heroic comrades.
That's a good plan, 4X. Make it happen.
I'll inform you as soon as I locate a suitable target, sir.